Knees wide, hips to heels, and sinking into the earth. As soon as you get there, allowing your head to surrender and for the earth to hold you. Softening down across the shoulders, breathing the air around your body, and softening it through the mouth or through the nostrils. Today we're going to move with the rhythms of nature. So sometimes there's this idea that nature is out there. Nature is something outside of ourselves. The environment is outside of ourselves. But we are nature. We are the elements. We have 70% water within us. Our body returns to earth. We have the fire in our belly and the digestive juices. We have the energy from the fire of the sun into the plants, as the fuel for our bodies. The air around us is the air within us. So we are nature. We are part of the environment. So we are not separate. We are one. Throughout this flow, it's going to be very exploratory. We're going to do a lot of moving and changing, just like the seasons, just like the cycles. So just take this moment to earth. And when you're ready, let's walk the hands all the way over to the right hand side and soften through the side body. And then walk the hands all the way over to the left, sinking in. And then walking the hands back towards the center. Bring your knees parallel, tuck the toes and sink the hips back again. So like a power child's pose. So tucking the toes and sinking the hips back. Notice the openness through the heart, the chest. And you're going to round forward and arch back. So start moving between these two places, rounding forward and arching back. A couple more times. And when you're ready, we're going to move forward into a squat position. So it might be nice to come through downward facing dog first. It doesn't have to be full down facing dog, but lift your hips. And you can decide whether you want to straighten out your legs here or maybe you keep them bent. And then we'll walk our feet to the outside of our hands. So the toes face outwards, the heels face inwards, and sinking down into a squat. Hands to prayer. Sink the hips down, lift the crown of the head. And just breathe here, noticing and feeling the gravity, finding space between the vertebrae and breathing in between each vertebrae. From here, take the right hand down, take the left hand to the sky. Exhale, switch sides, left hand down, right hand to the sky. From here, take both hands down on the inside of the thighs. Take the hands interlaced behind the back of the head and gently chin to chest. Feel the gentle stretch down the back of the spine. And as you release, take the right hand down again, left hand to the sky. From here, the movement is you sit onto your bum, Bring the right knee to the left foot as you twist towards the left. That's it. And let's come in, back out the way we came in. So the feet turn, toes turn wide, heels turn in. Use your back hand, use your left hand to press you back up into a squat. Okay, try the other side. Left hand down, right hand to the sky. Find that twist. That's it. Hips down, knees down, towards the right. And then just go side to side in your own time. So the back hand is helping you up and sinking back into your squat. And then one hand down, other hand up. And just experiment. Maybe you want to bow down in your mermaid. And switch sides. One more each side in your own time. Exploring the transition, the shifts. Meeting back in squat. Maybe this time bringing the hands forward and the fingertips and rounding the back. From here, sit the bum down, bring the soles of the feet together, Baddha Konasana, forward fold. Just have a play here. If the feet are closer in, it's more of a hip stretch. If the feet are further away, it's more of a back stretch, whatever you need in this moment. Releasing, take the hands behind you, fingertips face forward, heels the hands to the ground, press the outer feet into the earth, lift the hips, send the hips forward. Exhale, coming back down, beautiful. Okay, from here, left foot slides closer to the hips, and you bend your right foot to the earth, right knee high. And then bring your elbows on the inside of the thigh and roll forward and back. And then drop the right knee down, left knee high, elbows on the inside of the thigh and roll forward and back. So you're just feeling into those hips. It's more of a feel, more of a look. So I'm giving you the general form, and how it looks in your body is going to be different. And you can sense your way through that. Couple more each side. And the next time you come to sit, take your peace fingers around your big toes and come up to supported boat pose. So the knees can be bent, or maybe they're straight, up to you, but keep the core engaged, keep the chest lifted, keep the gaze lifted. Press your toes away, feel engaged, feel strong for 5, 4, 3, 2, release the hands for a breath, and roll down onto your back. Take the right foot into the right hand and into the left hand. You can hold the shin if you like and just circle through the foot. It's finding some space down the back of this right leg. Head, neck, and shoulders are soft. Face, jaw is soft. Just beginning to wake up down the back of that right leg. Okay, taking that peace finger grip on the right toe once more. And you can bend the knee if you like, almost like a half happy baby out to the right side. And then see about straightening the right leg to the right. Any amount. Beautiful. For 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going to do a maneuver onto our
left side. So you can bend the knee if you like. Straighten your left arm above your head. You're going to roll to your left side. See if you can keep your right foot in your right hand. Flexing your left foot to give you stability. See if you can keep this lift here. For 3, 2, 1. Bend this right knee and bring it into a twist. So right knee across to the left, head and gaze to the right. Breathing into your rib cage. And back towards center, switching sides. Left leg into both hands or both hands to the shin, whatever you like. Straighten the right leg. And start by circling the foot in both directions. And begin by pulling the leg back towards the head any amount. We're just warming up, so we just want to feel that waking up down the back of the legs. Okay, bend through the left knee, peace finger grip on the left toes, and then bend the left knee out towards the left. So the elbow's on the inside of the left knee, just like in our squat. And when we're ready, we can extend the left leg long all the way out to the left. Nice. Try and keep your hips even. Keep that right hip on the ground. And when you're ready, let's roll to the right side. So right arm over the head. Bend your left knee. Roll to your right side. And then extend or straighten your left leg again. You really need to flex through the right foot, engage through the core to keep on the right side body. Gorgeous. Nice adjustments. All those micro movements and innovations of the muscles to keep you steady and balanced on your side. For 3, 2, 1. Okay, we bend the left knee, bring it into a twist. To the left knee across the body and then roll onto your back as you look towards the left. For 3, for 2, 1. Coming back through center, hug the knees in towards the chest. And circle in both directions to massage the hips and the lower back and glutes. Okay, we're going to rock and roll up and down the spine and step back into a downward facing dog when you're ready. So take a couple of rounds massaging the back. And then we're going to come up, plant the hands. The knees are going to go wide and see if you can plant your hands forward and step one leg back, step the other leg back to downward facing dog. Beautiful. Pedal through the legs. They should feel nice and warm now. Spread through the fingers, suction the palms, grip the mat. Maybe rise through the heels, lower through the heels. Okay, drop the knees. Tabletop, keep moving in your moving, dancing tabletop position. And the next time you come forward, the right leg moves back in space. And you're going to move it out towards the right as far as you can in line with the hips and drop the right heel, drop the right toes forward. And then square off the hips again. And from here, take the left hand, extend it towards the sky. And as you thread the needle, take this left hand towards the right foot. See if you can even hold it. Maybe to bring the left ear, left side of the face to the ground. Maybe you move your left hand towards your right foot. Okay, if you have connection with your right leg, or even if you don't, press. So you feel like you have something to press against, either the ground or your foot. And see if you can start to roll your right arm open and closed. So it's a big circle. And I like to look where my hand is moving, just to get a bit of a neck stretch too. Oh yeah, for 3, For 2. Last one. As the right hand comes down, peel the left hand back out, tabletop, and let's bring this right leg back behind the left leg. And really tuck it in behind to the ground. That's it. And bend the feet wide and sit your hips back towards your heels. Beautiful. If you can, come all the way to the ground. And then you either sit and forward fold, or you can twist to the left if that feels good. For 3, 2, 1. Okay, roll back out of this and we'll switch sides. Back to tabletop. Let's do the left leg. Left leg back in space. Exhaling out to the side, toes forward, heel back. Make sure hips are on top of the knees as you open the right arm. And thread the needle all the way. Maybe the right hand reaches towards the toes. Okay, feel your left foot firmly into the earth. Feel your right hand firmly to the earth or the foot, so that you can peel the left shoulder open a couple of times. Only you know how far feels like medicine for you. Dropping deep into experience and exploration. Couple more circles. And left hand down, unpeel yourself. Let's take the left leg back behind the right. Bend the knee, feet wide, hips to heels. That's it. Hips to the earth. And let's twist to the right. Finding these moments of softness and stillness in between. And let's roll back out. From this tabletop position, we're going to bring the forearms down to the mat and come into forearm plank. So bring the legs out long, tucking the toes, sink the hips down. Make it one long line, core is engaged. From here, I want you to press forwards and backwards. Noticing how the core has to stay strong to keep you in one long line. Couple more of these. And then we'll do some hip dips. So toes to the right, left hip down, back up, toes to the left, right hip down. So keep going side to side. Exhaling as you dip. Let's go for 3 more. So 2, and 1. We're going to drop the knees, drop the hips, and come into Sphinx pose. Pressing through the elbows, gripping through the mat, pulling the chest between. We're going to do one more set, but we're going to work our legs this time. So tucking the toes, engaging through the core, coming back to forearm plank, rippling back up, and you're going to step your right leg out to the right, and then back to center. Left leg out to the left, back to center, just alternating, keeping your hips in the same position, keeping them low. Okay, use your breath. 3 more, so using both sides. Drop your knees when you're ready. Drop your hips back to Sphinx. Well done. Soften through the belly. From here, taking the fingertips wide off the mat, elbows to the sky. Let's start to experiment with moving up dog. Bring the feet wide to protect the back. Starting to move left to right. And from here, bring your hands underneath the shoulders and pressing into a up dog. Doesn't have to be too high, the elbows can stay bent. And then you're just going to roll to one hip to the other. So you'll need to bend both elbows when you're facing forward and straighten your far arm as you come to the side. So my right arm straight when I'm on my left side, and then my left arm straight when I'm on my right side. So just have a play moving left to right. If your back doesn't like it, you can bend your elbows more, stay low. If you want more of a back arch, you can come to full up dog to do this. Just be mindful of your elbows. For 3, 2. Maybe even bending the right knee and stepping up behind. And then bending the left knee, stepping behind. One more each side. Pressing back, child's pose once more. Letting that warm up really sink into the body. It's quite a demanding beginning of the sequence. Just knowing and feeling everything balances out. From here, coming to a kneel, sitting the hips to heels. Feeling lower back, shoulders, crown of the head, one long line, palms facing down. I'm going to come high in the knees here and alternate between left and right camel. So tucking the toes, right hand, right heel, left hand to the sky. And then bringing the hips back towards the heels, switching side. So just experimenting here left to right. Doesn't have to be a deep back bend. You can keep yourself quite upright. Just leaning and feeling into how camel shape feels in this moment. And from here, we're going to come into cat stretch, reaching both hands wide, sinking the chest, bringing the hips up, chin and chest down. For 3. Opening through the upper back, opening through the shoulders. For 2. 1, slide the hips back to heels and come to child's pose for a moment, just to neutralize the spine. And then we're going to rabbit pose. So we're going to interlace the hands behind the back, bring the top of the head to the ground, and lift the hips. So tucking the chin towards the chest, putting a little bit of pressure on the crown of the head, just a counter pose for all that back bending. For 3, 2, 1, coming back to kneel. Rest, feel, notice. Okay, coming back up to your camel shape. You're going to tuck in the toes, left hand, left heel. Doesn't have to touch, but reach it towards that area. Right hand to the sky. Okay, so from here, we're going to put weight into the left knee to step the right foot forward into a low lunge. And then the right hand comes down on the inside of the right foot, left hand to the sky. From here, taking the left foot, sliding it in towards the right heel, turning around to the back of the mat, left hand down. Sink the hips to heels, come high knees, tuck the toes. Right hand, right heel, left hand to the sky. Weight into the right knee, step the left foot forward and sink the left hand down on the inside of the left hip to the ground, right hand to the sky. Holding here, breathing and opening through the hips, and turn that right foot, that back foot in to a side lunge. And then right hand down back to the top of the mat. Let's flow through from knees and toes, bending through the elbows, chin and chest. Should feel nice and open through the heart here and sliding forward into a baby cobra or up dog. And back to child's pose. Well done. For 3, for 2, 1. Come back up to high knees. Tuck the toes. Right hand to the sky, left hand to the heel. Step the right foot forward. Right hand down on the inside of the right foot, left hand to the sky. This time, change to Skandasana. So all you'll need to do is turn the left hip down, left toes to the sky in a Skandasana. So with the right foot bent. And this time I'm going to sit the hips down to the ground. The right knee is up right now. I just want you to dip the right knee to the ground and back up. Now you can use your back hand if you like to come back into Skandasana, and then we do the other leg. Left knee bends, right leg straight. Sit your bum on the ground. Drop the left knee down. Back up. You can use the hand with or without your support of the hand, and then back to the top of the mat. Left hand down. Right hand to the sky. And let's move to a simple side plank. So outside of both feet, stack the heels, right hand to the sky. Beautiful. Lift the hips, maybe even hover the right ankle off the left ankle. Yes, beautiful. For 3, 2, 1. Right hand down, plank. Let's flow from here. Child's pose. High knees. Left hand to the sky. Tuck your back toes. Right hand to the ankle. Left foot steps forward. Left hand down on the inside of the left foot. Skandasana. Hip down, right leg long. Beautiful transition. You got it. Hips to the ground. Drop the left knee in and out. Back to Skandasana. So the left knee, yeah, and switch sides. Hips to the ground. Right knee drops in and out. Back to Skandasana. Beautiful. Okay, back to the top of the mat. Right hand down. Left hand to the sky. Side plank. Outside of both feet. Left heel stacks. Maybe it hovers a little just to build strength. For 3, 2, 1. Left hand down. Flow it through from plank. For 3, for 2, for 1. This time, bring your forearms down to the mat. And we're going to come up into dolphin position. So the elbows and the hands are parallel. We're tucking the toes, lifting the hips. Feeling the strength through the forearms. Head is heavy. And hang out here for a minute. Feel how strong you are through the elbows, the forearms, the hands, the shoulders. And let's build our strength by lifting one leg to the sky. Exhale down. Other leg to the sky. Exhale down. And let's try one press. It's not easy. But you bring one leg to the sky and you bring the knee towards the elbow just a little bit forward and back. Yes. Other side. Well done. Child's pose. Let it go. Allowing the breath to reset. Allowing the breath to bring in new oxygen. Thanking the trees for creating this oxygen. And for taking in our out breath, for keeping us alive, keeping us healthy. When you're ready, back to the high knees, tucking the toes. Right hand to the sky, left hand to the heel. Right foot steps forward. Right hand down. Listen for the change. This time, you straighten the back leg, you ground the left heel, you find yourself in a very deep side angle. If this is too much, you can come up to the thigh, but our hips might be nice and open by now to breathe here for 3, 2. Now you're willing to press strongly into the feet, engage your core and your obliques from this position to come straight into reverse. Straighten the front leg, come to straight leg, triangle reverse. Exhale, hands will frame the right foot. From here, we're going to come into side star. So toes to the right, kick that right leg way out into your side plank with your right leg to the sky. Beautiful. For 3, 2, 1, flip dog. Bend the right foot, send it to the ground behind you. Okay, from here, looking to your left hand, bringing this right knee all the way forward, right hand down, come into pigeon. So right knee, right wrist. Okay, in our pigeon today, we're going to build strength. So sink your hips as much as you can. Come up to your fingertips, lift the heart, and walk your fingertips back towards you as much as you can. Couple of options. 1, you can keep your fingers on the ground and just press up and down. 2, see if you can do it without hands. So maybe the hands are behind your back or out to the side and you bow and you lift. So with or without hands, up to you. For 3, for 2, 1, keep yourself lifted, reaching back and out. Sit to the right hand side, swing your left leg forward. Okay, plant the left foot forward, right knee's out to the side. We're going to lean forward on the inside of the left foot. Just stretching out through the back. Okay, inhaling back up. Now this time, this left foot is nice and strong, and you're going to press off of that right shin. So it's going to look like this. You need to come on the inside of the left knee, up to standing split. Right leg to the sky. Yes! Release your exhale, bending, micro bend through your standing leg, through your left leg. And then inhale, half lift. Plant your left fingertips forward and see if you can peel the right hip, right arm open to half moon. Beautiful. For 3, 2, 1. Into warrior 2. Left knee bends, right leg steps behind, reverse. Straighten your left leg. And then hands to frame this left foot. Step back and flow vinyasa. Rest in chance. A lot of moving pieces in that series. Trusting the elements, trusting nature, trusting yourself. For 3, for 2, 1, coming to kneel. Coming to high knees, tucking the toes. Left arm to the sky. Right hand to the heel. Left foot steps forward. Sink the hips. Drop the left hand down on the inside of the left foot. Straighten the back leg and ground the right heel into deep side angle. Beautiful. 3, 2. Engage through the core. Root to rise. Press into the feet. Reverse all the way back. Yes. Straighten the left leg. Hands frame the left foot. Okay, side star, so toes to the left. Reach that left leg out and up. And then flip dog, bend the left foot to the earth. So when we're ready, we're going to take this left foot back to the top of the mat, left hand down, pigeon on this side. So left knee, left wrist, left foot to right wrist. Beautiful. So take a couple of movements here. And we're going to try those dips without hands. So reaching the hands back behind, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Really pressing into that front shin. Beautiful. Next time you're up, stay up for a breath, open through the heart. Beautiful. And then bring your fingers forward. Seek your hips to the left, swing your right leg all around to the front. So the right foot plants to the earth, right toes face forward, bow down on the inside of this right knee. Okay, we're going to bring this to a standing split. So we still need to come on the inside of the right knee, but we're pressing into the foot, pressing into the left shin, rolling forward and up. Left leg lifts. Allow the head and the shoulders to be heavy. Keeping the hips square. And then half lift. Right fingertips plant firmly to the earth and start to peel the left hip, left hand open to half moon. Let's take this back to a warrior two. So the right knee bends, send the left leg back in space, reverse from your warrior two. Straighten the front leg. And the hands frame the right foot into your vinyasa. Take your time. Enjoy the descent. Enjoy rounding off this floor. Child's pose. Feeling your breath. Feeling the air. Feeling the fire in your system. Feeling that sun energy. From here, looking forward, bringing the elbows to the earth. Let's come back into that dolphin shape again. Lifting the hips. Walking the feet in towards your arms. Head is heavy. Now we're going to come into a downward facing dog from here. So what we need to do is press into the hands so strongly and lift both elbows at the same time. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Okay. Dropping the elbows at the same time back into dolphin. I'm going to try a vinyasa from dolphin. If you want to watch me, you can. So from dolphin, you bring your head forward, body forward, and you lift your elbows at the same time, come into chaturanga, and then up dog. Keep the elbows parallel. Nice. Into up dog and back to your child's pose. Beautiful. Well done. Just allowing that to sink into the system. Receive all the beautiful gifts of the practice, all the beautiful gifts of the seasons. the nature around us and the nature within us. A couple more long breaths. Okay, let's switch it up a little. Hands come forward, and let's begin with the rounding forward, arching back again from our knees. Just getting into this wave, this watery movement. Okay, next time we round forward, we're going to pick the feet up, keep the core engaged. I'm going to roll to the right side, coming into a kneeling side plank. And from this shape, we're going to come into mermaid. So we bring this left knee in line with the right foot and come to sit. Beautiful. Hands behind, fingertips face forward. Let's lift through the heart, open through the chest. Beautiful. Oh yeah, that's really nice. Lift the hips too. Okay, as the hips come back down to the ground, we're just going to switch sides. So right now the knees are pointing towards the right. We're going to bring our hands behind us and just bring our knees to point towards the left. So we're just switching sides. Beautiful. Twist towards the left, bow down on the outside of your left thigh. Okay, back the way we came. So let's spin, knees back to the right, stay there. Beautiful. Now the right hand, the fingertips want to face back to the front of the mat, the top of the mat. Lift your hips. Left foot is long, so you're in a modified side plank. Now the right leg reaches forward into a fallen triangle, and we're going to bend this back knee. I'm going to bend the back knee so much that we can hook the right thigh on top of it, and then press into the shape. Really press away from the earth to find the opening to the left side body for 3, 2, 1. Listen for the change. Left hand down. This right foot stays across the thigh and presses forward into pigeon. Yeah. Okay, stay high. Let's move around just a little. Exploring and feeling. Noticing. Okay, this time plant the hands firmly into the earth. You're going to tuck the back toes, lift the hips, lift the right knee in towards the chest, and step the right foot forward into warrior 1. So the left heel has to ground here, and the hands begin to trace its way towards the sky. Sink deeply into your warrior 1, your hips are facing forward, and on your out breath, your hands come down to frame your right foot as your right leg straightens. So you're coming into, it's a pyramid, but your legs are wide. For 3, 2, 1. Both hands on the inside of the right foot, so both hands to the left. And turn your left toes towards the left, so that when you bend your left knee and pull the hips back away from your front leg, so the back knee bends. That's it. For 3, 2, 1. Half lift. Right knee bends. See if you can open to warrior 2. Beautiful. Reverse. Hands frame the right foot and pause. Okay. Peace grip on the right toes. Option to try side plank style with the right hand holding the right foot. So maybe you can bring your right leg to the sky. You can bend your back knee, or you can bring both legs straight, up to you, and then release your right leg, step behind to flip dog. Nice. Okay, flip dog variation. Left knee bends. See if you can take your right shin down to the ground behind you. Yep, hips to the ground, you got it. And you find yourself in mermaid. Bow down to the right. Well, let's say left, really. Well done, that was a big move. Okay, stack the knees. Downward facing dog. If you want to flow, flow. Otherwise, go straight to the other side. So from your knees, roll forward, arch back. As you roll forward this time, from the knees, come to side plank on the left side. So feet towards the left. Okay, lift the right knee up and bring the right knee to the left foot behind. Yes, sink the hips down into mermaid pose. Fingertips forward, lift the hips. And then we're going to bring the hips down and then change the knees towards the right. And then twist and bow down. You got it on your right side. Okay, so it's just like a leaf spiraling and tumbling. Let's go back the way we came in. So we come up, knees to the left. Let's make sure this left hand is safe first. So left hand facing the top of the mat, underneath the shoulder, and then come high in the shins. Now right foot to the back of the mat, nice and strong, and come into this side plank. Yes. From here, press strongly to the right foot, left leg forward into fallen triangle. Yes. Bend the back knee a couple of times. And then see if you can hook the left thigh on top of the right thigh. Yes. 3, 2, 1. Right hand down, make it into a pigeon. So the left knee's up and then forward. Good. Continue to move. Okay, let's plant the hands firmly into the earth. Tuck your tailbone, lift through belly to spine, press into the back knee. Tuck into the right toes, left knee up and towards the body. Beautiful. Step it forward. Warrior 1, right heel grounds. Come on up. Super slow. Feeling the strength of the legs. Feeling squaring off through the hips. And then exhaling hands. Frame the left foot as it begins to straighten in your forward fold. Both fingertips down on the inside of that left foot. And then the right toes face out towards the right and you bend your right knee. So your left leg is straight, the front leg is straight, back knee is bent. Yeah, pull your hips away. Yes. Well, 3, 2, 1. Rebend the left knee, coming into warrior 2. To reverse. So coming up through warrior 2, reversing, and then straightening the left leg. And then let's come down, hands frame this left foot. Okay, ready for that peace sign on the, peace fingers, pardon me, on the left toes. Come to side plank, option to extend the left leg. You can always bend your right knee or straighten it. And then let's let this left foot go into flip dog. Release back into your vinyasa. Child's pose. Give your back a rest. Give your wrists a rest. With the last little piece to tie it all together. If you've got it in you, coming forward from downward facing dog, pressing forward to plank, dropping the hips to up dog. Drop the knees, untuck the toes. And see, you can bend the elbows if you need to. Try this side to side movement again. Okay, when you're ready, you're going to bend through the left knee. Step the left foot behind. As soon as you do, you know where to go. Lift the hips to flip dog. As you press into the right foot, bring the left knee up, over and through, stepping it forward into Skandasana. So toes to the right, right leg is straight. You got it. From your Skandasana, drop your hips. Drop your left knee. So now we're in a really awkward angle. So you bring yourself back onto your mat. Right leg is straight, left knee is bent into this half hero. And let's just do a gentle forward fold, feeling into the expression of half hero. And then we'll move backwards, pressing into our hands. Fingertips face forward, lifting the hips. And this is an option. You can take it or leave it. So bring the hips back down to the ground. Right fingertips, option to bring them to the front of the mat, fingertips face forward. And the right toes face forward as well. I press into my left shin and press into my right foot. This might be where you stay. Option to come all the way up and left hand holds left foot. For 3, 2, 1. Wherever you are, left foot down, back into flip dog. Hips to the ground. Beautiful. So let's just move to the back to the top of the mat. So bring the left foot out to the left knee, left hand behind. And then we've done this before. Right leg is strong. Send the left leg out to fallen star. Right hand down. Option to flow from here or rest. Allowing the breath to settle. Letting go of what was. Not holding on to anything. Just like the autumn leaves, releasing all the brown and gold leaves to the earth. Not holding on. Embracing change. Honoring our cycles within, honoring our cycles without. Let's finish it off with the other side. Downward facing dog. Pressing forward to plank. Sinking the hips. Lifting the chest. Rolling side to side. Drop the knees. Untuck the toes. Bend the elbows. Protect the back. Just really exploring side to side. And the next time you forward, bend the right knee. Roll to your left side and flip your dog here. So lifting the hips from this position. Gorgeous. Look down at your mat. Step your right foot forward. Step your right hand down. Skandasana to the left. So as soon as you feel you're comfortable Skandasana, sink your hips down and drop your right knee. So you're in a half hero, but we want to straighten ourselves up. So come back onto the mat, square off the hips, make sure the knees are even, and let's do a gentle forward fold as much as you can or much as it feels like a release. And let's move back. Fingertips face forward, hands behind you. Lift your hips, pressing into the tops of the foot. Exhale, hips back down. So let's try that side plank variation. So the left hand faces the front of the mat, protect the wrist. Left toes drop out towards the left. Then you press into the toes to lift the hips. Yes. Now, option to come all the way up. Right hand to right foot. Yes. Gorgeous. 3, 2, 1. Make it a flip dog. Right foot just down to the ground. Let it go. Beautiful. Hips soften back down. Drop the right knee out to the right. Right hand underneath right shoulder. So now we're in the side plank variation again. Stretch your right leg out to fallen triangle and straight to vinyasa from here. Left hand down, kick that right leg back, flow it through. This is your last vinyasa. Child's pose, rest. Let's bring the palms to face up to release through the wrist. When you're ready, you're going to sit to the side, bring the legs in front, and we'll roll down onto your backs. We're going to do a little bit of movement for the last piece. I'm going to just demonstrate first so you can see whether it's something you feel like doing or not. So it's a rock and roll up and down the spine as we've been doing. But you come all the way up to squat. And I'm moving between my knees, so my knees move wide, my body moves forward, the hands to the ground. And then I come up to toe squat, and then drop my knees. And then from here, I come to high knees, and then maybe a camel. And from here, hips to heels, hands on either side of the knees, lift the knees, roll back to plow. So it's just forward and backwards. And it doesn't have to be big. It can just be a gentle move backwards, and then a gentle plow, gentle squat. Maybe it's just a high knees. It doesn't have to go into full camel. Whatever you're feeling like at this phase for you. Breathing through, acknowledging, sensing, and releasing into the full wheel of nature. Changing seasons. The churning of the planets. Everything that's beyond our control. And the next time you're on your back after plow, stay here and just hug the knees in towards the chest. No rush to get there. Feeling that full expansion and expression across the heart. And we're just going to seal it all with a twist. So left leg long, right knee in towards the chest. I'm going to take the right knee across the body towards the left. Couple of options here. Option 1, stay where you are. Option 2, you can straighten your right leg and you can bring your left hand to the outside of that right foot and stay here. Option 2, you can bend your left knee and actually hold the foot with your right hand. If that's too much fuss, just stay where you are for 3. Breathing deeply into your outer hips for 2. 1. Bend your knees so that the right foot, right knee is over the left. You're crossing ankles or crossing thighs. Flex your feet and bring your hands to the outside of those feet and just pull your feet away and down. Away and down. So apart and down. For 3. Closing off the energy of the hips. 2. 4. 1. Release the legs, unravel, hug the knees in, and let's do the other side. Right leg long, left knee in towards the chest. Left knee across the body towards the right. Knowing your options to stay here, or straighten your left leg, or bend your right knee. Finding peace here. Remembering your oneness nature. Feeling into that natural beauty, that natural wonder within, and your natural expressions into this world around us and within us. Rolling onto our backs, bending both knees, crossing the left thigh on top of the right. Flex both feet, hands on the outside of both feet, and just bend through the knees. Option to bring the feet wider and sort of coax the feet down towards the earth. Head, neck, and shoulders are soft. Eyes are closed. Thanking the natural elements of earth and air and fire and water. The elements that exist and change and transform within us and around us and between us. And gently release the leg, last hug of the knees in towards the chest. Shavasana, legs long, arms by your side. Into the forest I go to lose my mind and find my song. The wind lifted me up into the trees, where I danced to the rhythm of the evergreen, swaying to the tune of the northern breeze, frozen in timeless melody. Breathing that sweet, clean air through the lungs into every cell, moving organically through the tips of the toes, tips of the fingers. Find that connection, that integration. When you're ready, reach your arms long over your head, tall like a tree, and then bend your knees and roll into whichever side you fall to first, reconnecting with Earth, thanking her, allowing her to hold you, feeling the earth within you connect with the earth around you. And rolling up to a comfortable seated position, palms in prayer. No rush to get there. We'll end with palms to the third eye center as a reminder to allow our thoughts to be natural, open, and connected. Palms to the lips, allowing our words to flow freely, calmly, compassionately. And bringing the hands to the heart center, feeling into unconditional love, eternal joy within, knowing and feeling the nature of us, in us, around us, and between us. Thanking the elements and thanking ourselves. Namaste.